I was about to say hola muchachos, but that's someone else's thing, and I've been watching her videos a lot. So, and everybody who watches her knows exactly who it is. She is a great person. Anyway, hello. Today is August 5th, 2019. Yes, August 5th. Okay, sorry. The days kind of went by a little fast, but also slow at the same time. Um, anyway, this is just. Sorry if that. Actually, I like that lighting, so we're gonna keep it. It's not a long video anyway. It's not. So, it has been a very interesting week. Okay, so this is probably for just, I wouldn't say twin flames, but at the same time, I'm not sure because honestly, in a newsletter that I got sent in the email, I sound so old on the internet. Yeah, in an email, I got sent a newsletter and it was just for twin flames and it was talking about like all the I think it was new moon energies because I think we did just have a new moon. I don't know because I never really get to see the moon anymore, but whatever. But it was like, but it was for the twin flame community. Now, I don't know if that timeline also fits for soulmates because they really are interchangeable. Although I think twin flames have like just like a bigger mission um, and faster ones at a faster pace. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's totally okay because my videos are for a lot of people, not just for the labels and whatnot. But moving on to the video, moving on to what I'm talking about. Um, got a newsletter and it was talking about how all of the energies of last week were basically just real deep and a lot of things were being cleared up and whatnot and you're just gonna start seeing things clearer, but also a lot of fears were trying to like really creep in. And for me personally, they were fears that it's just so funny how you clear out fears and then you really just be just grabbing them, just going for them, be like like what am I afraid of, go for it, like because that's how I am. So that's all I'm gonna say is I'm that type of person. So it's really interesting how things keep popping up. And also interesting how they weren't even things that I was afraid of before. It was just mainly things that had just been very irritating throughout the point of this transition period that I'm in. And um, it was just really difficult to act right, to be honest. Like, it was difficult to act right. We did it. We did it. We did it. But it was hard. I'm naturally a positive person. This coming from someone who was depressed, had anxiety in the past, and, grew out of it, basically did the work and went forward in life and whatnot. But at the same time, like the first positivity phase where it's just like body positivity, you look good, all of that. And then you start thinking more positive, depending on how well you're doing, what you're doing, because it is an active thing every day. Do your best. So I've already passed that stage 2 years ago. So it was really interesting to see how this whole thing happened. And with the whole more understanding, that meant more I can read people. And it meant I already knew how to read people, but it was like now you know how to read people, and now you were just picking up absolutely too much, and you need to chill. So, when people are having like shady types of attitudes towards you, but they, masking it to be nice and whatnot, I pick up on that. And even if I try to ignore it and be cordial or very nice about it, which came to bite me in the ass. We'll talk about that in a second. But it's just like I caught on to too much and I picked up too much. And that was hard for me because I'm normally the type of person to be blunt and say what I need to say. I'm a very nice person, but I am also very honest. And even when I'm not being mean, people think I'm being mean. So I might have become more a Queen of Cups over the past couple of months, maybe even a little bit before that, because I really did learn how to love, and I didn't really want to hurt nobody because I'm like, I understand everybody's just going through it and whatnot, and at the same time, I'm like healing my own stuff and putting people in their places with love, and it was a little different because they listen to you, but like these people don't listen, so it was a little different. And at the same time, we're not blood, so so I don't really want to like go off. I'm also not the type of person to go off, but when I do, it is, I don't know. Your feelings will get hurt, but it won't be because I'm insulting you. It'll be because I'm telling the truth at you. It's like, truth. Throw at you. It's like holy water. Oh, I almost said but like I didn't want to put that in the same sentence. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. But yeah, I don't know. I've kind of stepped away from that. I've kind of stepped away from being too blunt, because at the same time I feel like it really could hurt somebody, especially if they're not ready to hear it. And that has been biting me in the ass, because that means that I have to be nicer. And I've been like a lot nicer. I'm good at being nice, but at the same time, I'm really good at putting people in their places. So people think I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing and whatnot. And then I say something and they get all hurt. Like, my friend can cuss somebody out and they'll come back. And then I say something that was straight to the point, done, whatnot. They don't text me back ever. And I'm just like, dang. We wasn't cool now, was we? And they're like, I didn't mean to hurt you. And I'm like, we gonna see. Anyway. Yeah, so I was just being too nice. And I didn't even know that I was being too nice, probably because I hadn't been attacked like that in a while. But at the same time, I wasn't even really being attacked. It was definitely an attack, but it was also like little things, little snide comments where like I would just answer and that's it. And I felt like that kind of kept me trapped in my mind, because in my mind I'm like replaying it over and over again, and I'm just like, why the heck am I replaying everything over in my head? I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person to pull up some stuff you did, a while back, but only if it's relative to what's going on right now. But I'm also not the type of person to hold heck of stuff against you and whatnot. Like, forgive and forget is usually where I go. Forgive and probably talk about, address, get over, not let it swim around in my head. Sorry, now it got a little too bright in here. I don't know. Usually I handle it a lot better. Ooh, that lighting is not good. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. It was like being nicer than what is usually my nice, because I didn't want to hurt somebody else's feelings. I was more having fear of hurting other people's feelings, to be honest, and hurting them in a way where I think it was good that I felt that way in that period of time. Usually, when I make a mistake, I think back and I'm like, I think it was good that I felt that way at that point in time, but I fully understand. Um, yeah, I'm in my notes. I fully understand why this cannot go forward. So, um, yeah, I hope somebody caught that because I know I said twin flames. I know I said soulmate. I know I said whoever, but the point of that is I've been here for too long, the transition period, and so like a lot of things were triggering me, and it was upsetting because I'm normally the type of person to get the heck over it. Like I'm pretty good at keeping it together, but now my heart is super open to stuff and very fragile. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Because I've learned to swing back compassionately, but it don't mean you won't get hurt. Because I say something that I say a compliment to somebody they think is backhanded. Don't make no sense. Girls look at me like they want to fight me, and I'm just like, all I said was she was pretty. I don't get it. But anyway, um, yeah, no, there was just a lot of dark energies happening. But it was like stuff that they knew was gonna bother me, because if it was stuff that I had already gotten over, I feel like it really wouldn't have bothered me as much. But this was just like, hey, they don't like you. They don't like you. And I'm just like, it doesn't matter because, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, in this period in time, it matters because I'm in their space. And at the same time, that's not the way they feel. They think I'm a mooch, though, which is interesting to me because I don't. Again, anybody who's watched the other videos, they understand what my situation is, and at the same time, my stuff is still in the bag, and I eat one meal a day, and they got food. We're not gonna talk about it, but that type of stuff triggered me because I'm like, I started to feel like it too, and I'm just like, I'm only here because God put me here, and I'm working real hard. You think I want to be here? Do you think I want to be here? Like, that's me in my head, like, just feeling all different types of ways. And I found it really hard to just like forget, because at the same time I'm just like, I understand what's going on. Like, I see it from their view, I see it from my view. I understand. Like, it's like I can get in people's heads. That's a thing. That is a thing. But like, I was too much in their head, and I didn't like that because, would rather be in mine. But I was too much in mine too because I can't go anywhere. But at the same time, I can because I went somewhere today. It was nice. So, yes, that was a ramble. No, this video did not get off topic, surprisingly. I asked for better communication. If you don't understand me, you just ain't ready to understand me, and that is okay. But a lot of energies, a lot, just a lot. And maybe in a positive-minded person anyway, it was so hard to change the mindset and look forward, even though I thought I was already looking forward. And then I even decided that it was hard, and got in that desperate anxiety type of feel. Like, not anxiety actually happening within my stomach, which is nice. Just like, it was just like, get me out of this place now. But it wasn't even bad. I was just freaking out because, I got some information that I didn't want. But you know what? Grateful for. It was just something to, help with my healing, because I only watch the videos when they tell me to watch the videos, and they made me watch the videos, so I did. Doesn't mean that I don't want to watch it, but like, I like to watch them when I'm in a good mood so that I don't feel some type of way. And this all link up because I am writing a book, so this will all link up later on in life when it'd be like, what are they talking about the videos? But like, some people know what I'm talking about, some people don't. That's all right. Um, and got upset because I'm just like, what the heck? What you mean he made a choice but he ain't coming? That made no sense. And I'm just like, oh, it's my fault because I'm in this desperate energy. I didn't even realize I was in a desperate energy because my mind is like, you're not desperate. You don't care. You ain't stuck. You're a bad bit. And, but that's not what my heart was saying. And, at the same time, that's not what my imagination was saying. That's for sure. Because my path is, linked to his. But I went ahead and unlinked that because I'm not the type of person to wait around for somebody to come and save me. That's just not who I am. I've never even been put in this situation before, but I'm usually the one that the guy has to be like, "Oh, that's my ex, and she was a good woman." Like they look at me and be like, "Dang, I messed that up, but you know what? That's all right." Well, a lot of them would be like, that's all right. Somebody, showed up a bunch of times. And at the same time, I'm not exes with a lot of people, but I have been connected with a lot of people. So, whatever. Getting back on track, I just kind of was just like, it doesn't matter what happens next. Because I really did get irritated, and I don't like getting irritated with my counterpart because, to be honest, like, if I was in his shoes, I would understand because I would have that mindset. Things are foggy. I get that. But I do find it hard to understand why you taking so damn long. Like, are you afraid of happiness? I don't get it. But besides the point, I didn't know we was gonna say that in this video. Besides the point, if he don't show up, I don't care what happened. I'm gone because I'm tired of this. I don't live here. I don't live here. I can't work here. Okay, that's a lie. I have been working, but besides the point. Like, this transition period is nice and all, but a vacation that's too long is a vacation that is too long. And it's not even a vacation. I've been stressing out this whole time and not even wanting to stress out because I understand that everything is going to work out. Everything is fine. Everything's already taken care of. But whatever he do, it ain't got nothing to do with me no more because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we, by energies, are, tied together. I heard a story that one twin started acting up and the other one kept going, and one he went go sleep. He went bye, and another twin popped in. Like I guess the soul got awakened. I guess that was her journey. I believe he's the one. But like at the same time, if he's the one, he gonna be here when I step out because I'm tired of worrying about anything, to be honest. And it was like a mind ease because it wasn't ever about him. But like when it came down to it, when I saw that he would be changing his mind and stuff, I'm like, make the damn decision. I done made the decision and did what I had to do. What is taking you so long? But I understand that's his path. So, like, I have love and compassion for him. I want nothing but the best for him. But, like, if it's holding me back by waiting on him, by not even, like, forcefully, might I add forcefully. But at the same time, if I didn't feel so trapped and if I didn't feel so anxious and desperate to leave, because I'm not even desperate for that's the funny part. I'm not desperate to to be with him. I'm desperate to leave. I don't want to be here no more. Not this earth. I want to go see the rest of my life. That's really what I'm trying to do. So yeah, hurry the hell up. But dang, we're really being forceful in this video. But I ain't taking it back. Not sorry. Yeah, literally, like, I'm not being like, oh my god, blah blah blah, yada yada. I miss him so much. Yeah, I miss him, but like I had detached from the whole situation when it come from like when it came to being with him in the first place, because I believed that it would be him anyway. And even if it wasn't him, I was like, y'all know what's best for me, but like I'm pretty sure it's him. And then at this point, they were like, you would know who it is. And I'm like, that's great and all. But when am I leaving? Like, Spirit knows very, very well. God knew it. That if I had a car, I'd be gone. So they never gave me means to actually get my own car. Yeah, that never happened. And on top of that, they knew if I had money, I would get a train somewhere and start. I would just try to figure it out. So, used all that money up for food after I quit. Um, and, donated some. Yeah, used that money all willy nilly. Not willy nilly. We actually did, like, be smart about it, but God was like, it's okay. And I believed. And I'm like, I believe you. I still believe. And then also, uh, if he, if any of my friends were around me and they had cars, if my phone was on, like it's just like you gotta lose a lot of stuff in order to get it, what you want. Because if it's not for you, it's not for you. And if I had a car right now, I'm pretty sure it would have broke down because it wouldn't have been for me. Like, my path is too perfect for what is going on in my life. Like, it's just ridiculous. They knew if I had any of those things, I would have made it work because I'm not the type of person to sit down. So this transition period was needed, and I know everything is in divine timing. But the main point I want for anybody that's on the same timeline as me, going through the same type of issue, journey, whatnot, that I am at this point. Excuse me. Those energies from last week might follow you through. That was also in the newsletter. A lot of energies might follow you through to through the week. And this is supposed to be a good week for the divine feminine because she's doing her work. And my bad. And I guess only things are supposed to pop up when you have like a negative pattern that still needs to be cleared. So work on that. Work on it now, because if you've been going through anything emotionally like I've been going through, because honestly, physically, someone else could probably deal with what I'm dealing with. Maybe not in the best way, but like they would deal with it and it would really be nothing. But the whole point of it being in my path is because it's in my path. I don't like being looked down on because I'm normally the person that's always helping people out. I'm normally the person that is behind the scene doing every damn thing and seeing everybody and helping everybody. So for my ego, my pride, everything just get taken down, my wallet, all of it just taken down. I was fine with it, but it's like when people are continuously making it look and feel like I'm not doing anything, it's hard to stay focused sometimes, and that is the part of the journey that I'm at right now. Like, you just keep it together, keep it pushing, keep it trucking, and remember that you are here for a reason, and that nobody's going to understand what you're doing unless you are on a path where everybody understands what you're doing. Because I'm watching it, like, I've seen some videos and people are like, yeah, my friends know and my boyfriend knows and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, they made sure I was alone. Just so that I could feel like I was alone and then figure out that I'm not really alone. That's cute. But, I learned my lesson, and I will continue to learn my lesson because everything that I, say is probably something I learned this morning, 5 minutes ago, yesterday, last week, 2 years ago. It don't matter. If you learn a lesson, make sure you share it. Make sure you put it out there because spiritual lessons, you ain't got to be a master to share it. And on top of that, oh, I just made that worse. And on top of that, you can learn it 5 minutes ago and be a master at it. So it's either way, however you deal with things, to be honest. Once I get it, I usually get it. And once I get it, it's like up the ante, and I'm like, fool. Oh, I love that show. That's Soul Eater. Anyway, do your best. It's almost over. It's almost over. It is almost over. And I had a really good day today. Thanks for asking. Set up a preschool today. Met a nice teacher. There were a lot of teachers, but I met a nice teacher. I gravitate towards people like minds, but, I accept everybody. But I will talk more to the person that, is like, you can sense it. You can sense it. Like that quiet kid in the corner, you'd be like, well, she was working, and I was just like, I'm trying to get started. Everybody laughing and talking and stuff, and I'm like, I'm really not trying to be talkative with y'all. I don't even know what y'all are even talking about, and I got appreciated, which was nice. It's like it's not something that I'm like, oh, I want to do this to be appreciated. It was just nice to be appreciated for once, out in the open, multiple times, especially from the same person that has been looking down on me. And like, it was like they were seeing me through different eyes. So it was like a whole new, I'm like, if you want to chill out, I'll chill out. Because honestly, I don't like drama. I really don't. Like, I know some people say that, and then they be like, oh, I love drama. No, I love me some peaceful days. I love me some peaceful days. So, in order to get those peaceful days, I have to be peace, and I have to create peace. And if peace is where we're going, peace is where I'm going to be at, because you ain't got to tell me twice. But, at the same time, got to make sure I'm thinking happy thoughts and positive thoughts. And at the same time, I wasn't even thinking about nothing else because I went outside and I found a little forest patch. I found some trees. I found 2 trees, and I liked that spot. It was nice, and I sang. It was nostalgic. Came back in, painted my nails, got the clearer off, and paint. Yeah, they look so much better without anything on them. Found nail polish remover. I got to ask the person. I love change. I love good change. I love when it was so dark and then the sun comes out and gives you that extra lighting and whatnot. But it's been rough. And if anybody out there is going through rough times right now, just know that you're almost there. If you're on the right path, you are almost there. If you're on the wrong path and you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you know already by now what you need to give up. Don't be scared. But, the scar looks like a heart, but it's not like, we're not going to look at that because I'd never seen that in my life. But, it's there. So I must have saw it. Anyway, so I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you for being here for these 30 minutes that I said that wasn't going to be a long video. Compared to my other videos, it's fairly short. Compared to my shortest video, still long. But yeah, it's almost over. Thank the Lord, it's almost over. Do your best, move forward, and detach yourself. But now it's like I feel fluffy inside like I used to. And that's beautiful because that's something I fought for in the first place. So this whole situation kind of took my energy some type of everywhere. So it was nice to feel like myself and look at the trees and sing and be happy about singing. Like the only thing that was missing was a bong. It was like it was so nostalgic in a new way where I'm just like, it feels so nice to finally be okay again. So yeah, it's been hard and it's very doable. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And even though I was going through it, that's what I kept saying to myself. It's the only thing that kept me okay. But if you need to have that mental breakdown, make sure that you are continuously telling yourself that you're okay and write it down. It's good to write it down. I wrote it down. I made sure to write that down because I'm like, I don't want to be mean to people. Like, it's like my right mind was just like, everybody chill out. We're okay. And I'm like, I know I'm okay, but I'm like, but I need to get this out. And it's just like, I had headaches. It was a whole thing. But it was like silent. And I actually cried, which was nice. I wasn't happy about that though. I felt weak. I felt weak because I felt like I was going back on, my word about, I don't know, I felt like I was going back on my word. So, remember when I said too much discipline is my thing? The vulnerability, learning how to be vulnerable, that's one of my lessons. Oh, my eyes red. Yeah, but he can do whatever he wants. Either way, I'm leaving when the time comes because I'm not feeling desperate anymore. I'm enjoying my day. Hopefully I can say the same for tomorrow because it is a day-by-day process. That's just how life goes. Every day you got to try to do your best, and every day it may feel like you need to do a little better than you did yesterday in order to make sure that you are doing your best. So, I'm going to turn off the camera now before I lose everything. Yeah, I had a lot of uploading problems. I guess Mercury's back in direct and it's messing up everything, and honestly it is. I never thought that I would be so heavily affected, but it is. Alright, we're done here. Yeah, we're done. And thank you for listening. Do your best. Keep your head up. And don't get mad at them. But you ain't stuck. Yeah, no, they knew if I had my if I had my journey going, just like if I had everything in front of me and whatnot, I could have forgot about him, but not forgot about him at the same time. I would be like, yeah, I'm in love with someone right now, so I can't date you. But like at the same time, I'm out here, cuddling my cat and whatnot. I don't have my cat right now. Like, it's like everything was taken away just so that I would freak out about this. Because they know if they gave me anything, I would be perfectly fine. There would be no lessons to learn. I guess that's part of the lesson. Alright, now we're going. Bye-bye.